Welcome to my channel Living Linux. In this video I'm going to have a look at Godot, which is a free and open source game engine. So I'm going to test it on the ARM Rockchip RK3588. So you can see here Mali G610, and the kernel is for Rockchip. And I already had a look at Godot on the RK3588 back in March 2024, but back then I didn't have the Vulkan driver working. So this time I can show you some more, and I only showed a very simple demo project. So you can download Godot from the website, and the x86 executable is on top, but if you scroll down a bit you can see that you can download also an executable for ARM. So I already downloaded it, I extracted it, and I'm going to, well, you need to make sure it is executable, that the executable flag is set. I think it's by default, but if it doesn't start, you have to check that flag. Now I'm going to start it from the terminal because I want to show you about the graphics compatibility. So let's start it. And you can see that I already imported some demo projects or open source projects, and you can find them in the asset library. Well, if it wants to, yeah. So you can see that there are like a lot of demo projects or open source projects. Now I'm going to close it because, as I said, I want to show you about the graphics compatibility. So it's complaining that OpenGL ES 3.1 it's not good enough, or I think it's actually OpenGL 3.1, so it's falling back to OpenGL ES. Now also back in 2024 I had to spoof OpenGL 3.3 like this, and if we start it now, then you can see that it starts without complaining about graphics. So let's start with something that is not too heavy. And I'm not a game developer, I never developed anything in Godot, so yeah, I don't really know if everything is working properly or not. But I guess if you have developed in Godot, then yeah, just try it on ARM if you have an ARM system. So I'm just simply going to test the game, and this is a bit different than when I played Sokoban like a couple of decades ago, because this one has the option to return some of the boxes. And I don't remember that from the original. So yeah, you can see that this is working. So let's try something heavier. So a demo for a third-person shooter. So when we start the editor, then you can see that it takes quite some time before it's fully loaded. And it also blocks any movement of the mouse. So I think it's fully loaded. So let's see. And I mean, I still have plenty of memory. And it doesn't look like that it's heavy for the CPU. And I think it's just too heavy for the Mali GPU. So anyway, if yeah, so this is the engine that you can use. So we'll keep it with forward plus for the moment. And if I can get to the play button. So with the forward plus engine, it's way too heavy. And if I go to the settings, yeah, you can see that I disabled a lot of things. So as far as I can see, it's set to the lowest settings. But let's just try to play it. So if I move the mouse, then you can see that it changes the viewpoint, and I hope you can see it, that you can still see some lines on the floor. But yeah, we're in the single digit frames per second, so not a nice experience. So let's quit. And now if we change the engine and we go with compatibility, so then we're changing to OpenGL compatibility mode. So you can see that some functionality is not available, that is only available with the forward plus renderer. So if we start it now, then it is a whole lot faster. But I don't see the lines on the floor anymore, so yeah, it's probably faster because some things simply don't get rendered. So, but at least now we have a playable frame rate. So I haven't really tested this. Well, you can see that it is actually a lot of things happening here. So yeah, the Rockchip RK3588, yeah, it's only consumes like I think between 10 to 12 watts max. So yeah, you can't expect it to be a competitor for a complete Intel or AMD system with a discrete GPU that consumes like way more than 100 watts. But as you saw with Sokoban, then let's just say a relatively simple game that should be doable with the Rockchip RK3588. And well, like this first-person shooter demo, it is possible, but then you need to switch back to compatibility mode. So this is all for now, and I hope to see you again in my next video.